Hey Connects, I've been so blessed and honoured for the opportunity for us to capture discussions in-house and then unpack them within our Connect groups. It is so important that we take the opportunity to journey together on the same page. And in every way, we just want to instigate discussion together. I think the most amazing thing we have the opportunity to recognize in the scriptures and how Jesus helped people to change and be transformed by his presence in their world is not only did he gather people and bring teaching and preaching to provoke change, that we also capture in the scriptures the times that he would have discussions with his disciples as they journeyed from town to town out and about. And so here we're capturing a discussion and we've been unpacking snippets of that so that in our Connect groups, we can have more discussion together because it all matters. It's not either or. It's not the preaching and it's all of it, both end. And so here, this snippet that you're about to see is part of a larger discussion that I was able to enjoy with our Connect pastor, Harrietta, where she actually asked me the question about what difference it made for me to do the journey with people of faith as I was beginning my own encounters in following God for myself way back when I met Jesus. So I want to encourage you to dig into this and please take the opportunity to unpack together, discuss together, talk about the things that have made a difference in your life as you follow Jesus so that we can spur one another on to love and good works in all that we're called to be. Have fun.
So your part of your journey, what did discipleship look like for you?
It was a bit of both. I went to Fredericton Christian New Life Centre was the first church I ever set foot in. And I was really weirded out that there wasn't any stained glass windows. And they had a guitar, they had drums, they were clapping. So it was so strange. But at the end of the service, the associate pastor, Phil Maney, who I love and respect, he officiated mine and Rhiannon's wedding ceremony. He introduced Rhiannon and I to the nation of Cambodia. He took it upon himself to notice that there was this 16-year-old gangly kid with long unkept hair and brought over a young adult, Ben Lassiter, and introduced us. And on the spot, he said to Ben, Ben, could you drop around at Chris's house? When Chris, when's going to work for you? I think we decided Wednesday evenings.
Yep.
I'll come for the first one.
Yep.
But Ben, would you be able to teach Chris what this is all about? And I'm convinced to this day, there's probably two things I remember that helped me stick it out to begin with. Because I encountered God in my room when I prayed.
Yep, beautiful.
But sometimes people don't go past that encounter.
They don't take that next.
Because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And what was critical to me is that Phil Maney, Ben Lassiter, rocked around to my house on Wednesday night, which I thought was really strange. 16 years old, I was, used to go on the parties with goon bags on washing lines and thinking that's what you did to hang out.
That's
the
right.
idea that you're sitting down and opening up the Bible together was so weird.
Yeah.
But I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like the words were alive, but I didn't know what they meant.
Yeah.
And so what happened is I remember that first time. We're sitting in the back room. Phil's there, leads the discussion a bit. I don't remember what we talked about, but the key thing for me, though, is that from that Wednesday, Ben came over every Wednesday, I think, for about, half a year.
Yeah. And he journeyed.
He journeyed with me.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually my brother ended up jumping in with us as well, my younger brother, Matt. And so we became a Connect group.
Mm-hmm.
And we went through the basics. Now, I will say we followed a study guide.
Yes.
And the study guide was a new believer study guide. I don't think you can get it now. I just went through everything from what is salvation to baptism, what is communion. But the cool thing is we just used the study guide as a launching pad.
Yes.
So I think study guides are important because it gives you structure, but you need to have sense and structure.
Mm-hmm.
And so the study guides just give you a baseline that you can then riff on.
Yes.
Like it's okay to have a Connect group where hopefully we're engaging with this sort of teaching together.
Yeah, sure.
But then the discussion riffs.
Yes.
And goes where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the key for me was consistency.
Yeah.
I can't really remember any specific ones outside of, remember once we prayed in my carport together about the youth of Kempsey. I saw my first vision.
Oh, beautiful.
I saw darkness over my town. It wasn't a city. And I saw darkness rear back, like somebody pulled a cloth back, but I saw a face in the darkness. That's the first vision I ever saw in prayer. But that happened in a Connect group.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like this idea of consistency is key. It's because Ben kept at it, I kept at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then 6 months after that, Ben and I started a youth ministry together.
Yeah.
He journeyed with me for the next 6 months before he then moved on to Bible college. I was going to go and join him at Bible college. And I remember praying in the car park there at the church, Fredericton Christian New Life Centre. I felt the Holy Spirit say to me, I'll bless you if you go. But if you go, there's nobody here to minister to the youth like you are ministered to.
Mm. So that was his journey, not yours.
That's right.
Mm.
So I stayed for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
And I was a volunteer youth pastor for 7 years.
Yeah. And key was consistency in Ben meeting with you because he was discipling you on what it was like to follow Jesus, hear his voice,
Yep.
pray.
Ben modelled it.
He modelled it.
He was an example. He let me ask whatever question I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing off limits. If he didn't know, he didn't know. He said, I'll study it out.
Yes.
He became a safe person.
Yeah.
And to this day, Ben, I consider him a lifelong friend.
Yeah.
I would not be who I am today without journeying with him.
Yeah. The journey matters. Who you journeying with people matters.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it's both-sided. He needed to choose to journey with me. I needed to choose to journey with him.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why Connect groups matter, hey?
Yes. Absolutely.